Salute, salute, salute everybody. Hunt down, I see you, brother. Mark Grant. Melee, what up? Bubba Max, what up, brother? I see you out there scratching. Hey, keep scratching. Keep scratching. Hey, one thing about it, can't never down a dog that keeps scratching, man. It gets rough out here. Get in here, double tap that screen. We letting everybody get in the building. What's up? Christmas Eve.
You ain't felt the pain that I'm feeling when you leave loved ones behind cause they can't touch the ceiling. You'll never understand the type of shit I'm dealing, but I gotta cut some ties before I touch this million. I swear you ain't felt the pain that I'm feeling when you leave loved ones behind cause they can't touch the ceiling. You'll never understand the type of shit I'm dealing, but I gotta cut some ties before I touch this million. Fuck all that gang shit, I'm making sure my daughter's fed. Gotta lead by example, listen to what mama said. Nigga, I'm a different breed, I will give an arm and leg. Give my kids everything, no care if it costs an arm or leg. I'ma shoot until I'm the lead scorer like LeBron, nigga. I'ma keep going in until my family on, nigga. Even after that, I'm getting paper till it's gone, nigga. Cutting every tree down, if this ain't what you want, nigga, gotta stay away from me. Living off the bitch just ain't for me. But where your ass was at when I was drowning? Not a peep. I'm the type to cut you off and won't lose no sleep, cause the only sound I wanna hear is I swear you ain't felt the pain that I'm feeling when you leave loved ones behind cause they can't touch the ceiling. You'll never understand the type of shit I'm dealing, but I gotta cut some ties before I touch this million. I swear you ain't felt the pain that I'm feeling when you leave loved ones behind cause they can't touch the ceiling. You'll never understand the type of shit I'm dealing, but I gotta cut some ties before I touch this million. Don't understand, I was broke, eating chili out of can. Have you ever risked it all and still couldn't save a band? I was down bad, to the point I sold my stamps. Every door closed on me, didn't give me my chance. Tell me if you ever ate noodles for a year straight, when it's hard to save money and your bills late. In a pool full of liquor just to feel straight. When I was down on my ass, niggas still hate. Even broke, I still had hope. Now if I disappear, I'm making sure my cash don't. Making sure my kids got something to stand on. Cause all the shit I've been through, I'm built to last long. For real. I swear you ain't felt the pain that I'm feeling when you leave loved ones behind cause they can't touch the ceiling. You'll never understand the type of shit I'm dealing, but I gotta cut some ties before I touch this million. I swear you ain't felt the pain that I'm feeling when you leave loved ones behind cause they can't touch the ceiling. You'll never understand the type of shit I'm dealing, but I gotta cut some ties before I touch this million.
Hey, let's get it, man. Let's get it. You know how we do. Hunt down, man. Good to see you, man. They see you in a long time, brother. Good to see you, man. On the bricks with us, you know what I'm saying? Chopping it up early, wake and bake. Bubba Max in the building. Hey, keep scratching, man. It's going to get rough. You know, it's going to be a lot of shit talking in this community. But the ones that get the respect, I'm going to just tell you, because I don't know what's going on. I don't care. But the ones that going to get the respect are the ones that's going to stick there and stay 10 toes down. You know, no matter what, you standing on your shit, you know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that's going to get the respect at the end. We coming up to an end, man. I just want to salute all the channels that rolled it out to 2024. 2024 wasn't an easy year. We took a lot of losses, a lot of good dog, man. Took some some steep falls. It's a lot of shit going on. And one thing that we can all agree on is that this content that we've been able to accumulate together has been able to get so many through so many rough patches in their life. You know what I'm saying? Those early mornings on those yards, those wake and bakes, Fat Bill over there, Bubba Mex, you know, keeping the community going. You know, that's what we need. We need consistent content. Fuck all the bitching, fuck all the other shit, but we need consistent content. So I just want to salute all the brothers, even the ones I didn't name, that's getting it in and you know, just making it happen, man. I think that's most important. Big Saul, what up? Bank Statement, what up? Bub Johnson, what up? Hey, I hope those magazines is touching down. Big Saul got his. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. Ween Moon got the t-shirts and just representing, man. That's what I like, man. People that you never met supporting you, doing, you know, because you know, they know that you're doing something right. You know, they know you're doing something right and that you got a good intentions. You have good intentions on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. So I appreciate all the support. Definitely. If I haven't said it enough, you dig? Yeah, man, you know, I don't want to start up too fast. You know, you start too fast and you're wheezing in the back. You know what I'm saying? So let me just take a little second just to kind of go through the buttons and see what's up. Lamont Grant, what up, brother? You know how we do, man. We'll be on these back streets real soon. Chopping it up. You know, what's the next plan? What's going on? Cracking kennels. All of that shit, man. You know, if you didn't know, now you know. Yesterday, man, it was a kind of heated joint. I think I did the Fat Joe joint yesterday. I just want everybody to know, man, you know, feel free to speak your mind. You're a man before anything else. Nobody's too macho to be offended by something. You know, this is America. It's a melting pot. There's a whole lot of demons that went on in this country. A whole lot of shit that's been covered up. You know, one thing that we got to understand is that we have to live together. We got to learn to respect each other and to, you know, to understand that, you know, we're not all the same, bro. You know, even though humankind, you know what I'm saying, we all had different upbringings, different neighborhoods, different schools, different education, everything. It's just the bulldogs that's bringing us together. That's beautiful. But let's let respect for somebody else's background and what they came up in, you know, rather if you grew up in a home where, you know, your parents might have been on drugs. You feel me? So your upbringing, going to school, having to make it, scrounging up, you know, your struggle just might be a little bit different, man. Everybody didn't have a good household where they wake up every day and go to school and get the 3 hot meals. And you know what I'm saying? Some of us was eating at the homie's house and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of us had to rob and steal for whatever the fuck we got today. And then we you know, you look up, you know, like you're really a good guy, but you really had to do that shit to survive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to shit on nobody as far as where you come from, you know, country, you know, wherever you come from. You know, I don't want to shit on nobody's struggle. America is one big struggle, right? And you're gonna come through here, you know, you're gonna be tested if you're in America trying to do anything, you know. So let's just be mindful. Appreciate everybody, you know, that pulled up, man. You know, I really appreciate these morning shows. What's that? Bebo 548, salute, bloodthirst. I see you, brother. We getting it going. NWA Kane Corso in the building. Salute. Go check out that brother's channel. Got, you know, some real professional videos over there. A lot of good stuff. 2024, you know, was good. Was a good year for NWA, right? You know, I don't know when he started this channel. You know, that don't matter. What matters is that when you're looking for some dog content, there is a consistent stream of brothers that they're not trying to copy each other. Everybody's content's a little different. I don't want to change my channel. I want to pop up and talk about issues. I want to talk about dogs. I want to get into some stuff, you know, stimulate somebody's brain. There might be a young guy in here. Yeah, he just came here just for the dogs, but he can be stimulated by a conversation and it can help him treat the next man that he comes in contact with respect, right? You know, I want to have conversations that promote self-worth, right? Outside of the dogs. You know, who the fuck are you in real life? Right? So I don't want to change anything. I think everybody should be organic in your circle, rather if it's a big circle or a small circle. I'm all across YouTube. I'm seeing channels blowing up all the time. Right? We're not supposed to get mad when the next man's channel starts to blow up. We're supposed to help them and support them and hit those like buttons even more. Because ultimately, if somebody else gets big right next to you, that's going to increase your value. Whether if you're a hater or not, it's going to increase your value. I told my bro last night, you know, shit, if a motherfucker if he wasn't shit, he was a goddamn zero. And then out of the scrummage, he turns into a 1.5. Shit, he motherfucker benefited no matter what the situation is. You benefited no matter what, you know. Double tap that screen, hit the like button. It's free. We're going to cook on this topic. Frozen semen. And this was from a quote that I got. I told y'all to submit content for the magazine or any type of magazine or anything we have going on, right? We got to start doing it out of the norm. It's not just doing it just because of something's coming up. You know, this is going to be a consistent stream of things coming up with power behind it. That's what I'm trying to create, a real lane. I'm trying to carve out a real lane so we can drive these SUVs through that motherfucker. Okay. So somebody submitted a very, very good article. It was titled "Frozen Semen Can't Save You Modern Day Peddlers." Can't save the modern day peddler. Frozen semen, and we argue about this. This actual guy that I talk to a lot. I tell him the significance, this and that, what to collect, what not to collect. You know, he's been noticing a trend that's been going on. I noticed the same thing. Maybe that's the reason why I'm going to do this. You know, because we don't want to conflate the differences, the two, you know, value, test of time. How valuable is the test of time, right? And I'm a frozen semen owner. This is coming from a frozen semen owner, so I can look at it from both perspectives. If I never collected frozen semen, that means I never had the desire enough to get the job done, to care so much to collect a dog for whatever various reason. The goal would be to bring that semen back sometime in the near future, hoping to get that same caliber of animal, same type of animal, or use that same type of blood to help offset some of the blood that's been going on, right? But what he said in this article is that the modern day peddler, the guys in the top tier, right? Top tier doesn't always mean quality. Let's get that out there. Just because you're the top tier, your dogs are popular, everybody's buying them, this and that. You're getting a lot of clientele. You're rolling a drop top, you know, all of it. That doesn't mean that your dogs are top tier. You know, if this was the awards, the 2024 APBT awards, we would have to give awards for these things. The most puppies sold, the best dogs, the most show champions. Right? It's been a trend of the guys that are at the top because they don't really care to let the organic mold just shape itself. You do good breedings, you do this, you get popular, your kennel boosts up in stock. You know, you got a couple other breedings, maybe they don't kind of go, you know, above the radar, they go kind of under the radar. Some other guys kind of take the spotlight. It just kind of organically shapes the way the board is, the way the board is being played, right? And I'm talking about the guy that's got 1 litter on the ground, the guy that has 100 litters a year, right? Because they're out there. There's guys with 30, 40 litters a year. You know, there's guys with 25, 32 litters on the ground right as we speak right now, right? So if you're the guy with 1 litter, you got to kind of even yourself out. You know where you're at the totem pole, bro, right? You got 1 litter a year. When it comes to puppy sales, you're not up there with the guy that's got 11 litters. He's banging all his shit off. Like, he's obviously got something else established, all right? So the top guys said what they're trying to do, because all the small guys and the guys in the middle, they're the guys that are keeping the dogs to the true standard. The top guys, because of whatever the microscope or whatever we have, whatever climate that we have, a lot of their stock is kind of phasing out. A lot of their stock is turned into brood stock. A lot of their stock has been getting tremendously bad results, but because of the pedigree, like we talk about, these dogs are still considered the de la creme of the APBT world, right? So what do you do as a top guy to keep and to maintain that? You got to resort to frozen semen, right? And we're going to talk about this. You know, you look at a dog today, you go look at some of these big guys' websites, you go look at this shit, and the first 3 generations will be a whole bunch of frozen semen breedings, right? And some people will be like, well, fuck, what's wrong with that? Well, see, there was a time where these dogs actually had to prove who they were, right? You know, we won't even get into it. Historically speaking, you know, there was a time, not on every yard, right? From certain bloodlines. So if I take even one of my frozen semen files, let's say it's 250 million sperm count, 250 million, motility about 85%, after thaw, you know, pretty healthy shit. I get this breed and I get 4 puppies. Now, the dog it came off, he's been bred naturally too. He was a good ass dog, right? He produced some good litters. He produced some okay litters. He produced some litters that, you know, maybe they're not up to the standard. Maybe those won't last the test of time. They won't stand the test of time. They won't be here for the long haul, right? So what we do, or what goes on in this article, is use frozen semen to justify the lack of activity when it comes to these dogs. Like, okay, this is frozen semen. Just because this is frozen, right? Let's say it's the same exact quality. Let's say you freeze that shit, and when it comes back out, it's the same exact fucking quality as when that dog was alive 10 or 15 years ago. Let's just hypothetically, let's just say that. First thing I would ask is, how good was that dog producing? Because it's very rare that you can just take anything from any dog. I don't care if it was Zebo. I don't care if it was Jeep. I don't care if it was Handicap. Right? The CML Little John dog. All of those dogs have produced undesirable traits in dogs that just were not, they didn't cut the mustard, right? They didn't cut the mustard. They weren't the dogs that you wanted to start a bloodline with, no matter who they were off, even off of Mayday. I talk about Mayday all the time. Even off of Macho Buck. All of these dogs had one thing in common. They produce dogs that will actually sabotage your yard because of the lack of quality that they possessed. Okay? Am I clear? Are we in here? Are we clear? Let's talk about it. Let's have this conversation. I know you guys, you know, we tuned in. Let's have this conversation. So you mean to sit here and tell me that every time you do a breeding, every puppy out of that breeding is worth carrying on the bloodline? We could just end the live now. Or just because I collect some frozen semen, that these dogs don't have to get checked. I don't have to see if they can do any physical fitness test or pass any type of anything other than breeding and having puppies. Right? So you got to understand, is it worth developing a whole foundation off? Because Mayday had dogs. Let's talk about historically, right? You breed the dog to Mayday, grand champion, this big ass grand champion. All these dogs, I can name tons of them. You raise these dogs up 2.5 years old. You know, you want to do this shit right. Historically, right? I talked to a lot of old dog men. I talked to a lot of old dog men. That helps me understand the dogs of today, right? It's been documented that you get whole litters that are culls, whole litters. Ain't worth a shit. You breed that dog, ain't worth a shit. Never produce nothing. Never produce nothing. Now, we're just talking about pedigrees in dog shows and confirmation, then I guess it doesn't matter to the detriment of destroying the breed. You know, is it worth it? Is it something that you're going to sign up for? You know, Larry Ross, Crockett, Chuck Spears, Vito Rashad, Melvin Brown. Salute all the supporters, Art Cap. Salute. Get that copy of that magazine. You know what it is. Get that copy of that magazine. Let's get it in. Hit me on that IG. I'll give you all the info you need to make that purchase. Support the movement. Okay? APBT Radio. Hit me on that IG. Get your copy of the magazine. So nowadays, fast forward 20 years later, you know, we got Hollingsworth Bull, you know, Red Pirate, you know, all these dogs, everybody pulling them out. And I see that people, that's why I put this one in the front. I see people holding that shit in high regard, right? Like they shit don't stink. Hollingsworth Bull, you give me a puppy off of him, he's going to change my whole yard. You know, we ain't going to look at them like back in the day, back when, you know, the historical times when they looked at the dogs. They put them on hogs. They did things to actually find out if this dog is on the chain bluffing or not. Right? So what we tend to do is take something just because it's frozen semen and we try to put it over something that has no frozen semen in the pedigree whatsoever. That stood the test of time. These dogs, they wouldn't even be here today if they weren't good dogs. We're not taking the cheap route. I'm not taking one dog off of a frozen semen breeding, putting it right back under another dog from a frozen semen breeding. Not checking nothing. I heard quotes of the 15,000 for these dogs. 6,000. 10, 9, 8, all the numbers, all the high numbers. You having a card game, you know, we got all the high numbers. Right? So a motherfucker ain't gonna take him out at 18 months like you did all them other ones, right? You gonna breed his ass at a year old, year and a half. Oh, I paid 10,000 for this. Oh, get semen off of him. Get semen. That's what they say. Get semen up. Get him collected right away. What are you collecting? Right? See, back in the day, you knew what dogs were going to be here in the 90s because of the production of the dogs that were in the 80s. Right? In the early 2000s, you knew who the good dogs were going to be because they were the good dogs, dog of the years, all of this shit from the 90s. Then we pop up in these 2010s, and I understand the landscape has changed. But do you hold those dogs to a higher regard just because they have frozen semen? To me, that's the lack of the original process that's been taking place. Like let's say we rewind this 30, 40 years, the animal laws and everything, everything's changed, right? We got to do that because there's some idiots that just, they come here just to see if somebody's talking about dog fighting. We got to do this. Fast forward. Rewind, rather. All the dogs is getting checked. I'm using my frozen semen, but I'm checking these motherfuckers out. It was 7 pups. Okay, we narrowed that shit down to 2 and a possible, right? There might be a small bitch. We probably even look at her. But these 2 males out of them other one, we got rid of those other ones. We got these. This is what we running with. These 2 right here, right? Keep the little sister. She's small, a little slower to come around. We'll just hold her just in case because we did a fabulous job of culling the other 4 out of the program, right? Didn't matter the cost. Not just be a rest haven for the bloodline just because it's frozen. We can breed it to everything. Everybody wants to breed it. And then they hold it in higher regard than something that stood the test of time. To me, that's ridiculous. Coming from a semen owner. There's no way I can just breed this fucking dog, not look at anything, and hold it in higher regard than the other shit that's out here, dog. I don't care if it's in the 5th, 6th generation. There got to be some dog, even good dogs throw bad traits. That's the quickest way to ruin a bloodline, doing that. Then the top dogs, because they got a quota. They got 40, 60,000 a month, 100,000 a month. We ain't talking about no little tractor supply money now. How am I going to stay on top? Oh, shit, let me spend another 10,000. Let me get some frozen semen. I'll sell the rest of them, keep 2, because I know as soon as he turned 13 months, these idiots are going to want to give me 3,000 a puppy for his ass. And then they're going to run around Facebook and act like this is the de la creme. We got to stop that. That's the quickest way to ruin a bloodline. Now, what would be smart is not to get something off of that dog that came off the frozen semen, but get something off of something that he has produced that's worthy. To me, that dog will be worth more than the father at that point because the father has proved nothing. Only thing he's proved is that his pedigree is worth the price that was given up for him. Hey, don't call shit to like the stream. Come on now. Appreciate you, Crockett. Paul Harris, what up, brother? Piff 1000, what up? Petty Rob, what up? We getting it in, man. Man biters are us. Salute. You like them man biters, huh? Salute everybody. I think it matters who collected the semen also. If you're just getting some shit off of some semen and shit, you don't even know why the dog was collected, why this, why that. Somebody might have collected that shit because they want to breed it to a certain dog, certain animal. Or I want to breed it to this type of dog. I'm going to collect this because one day I'm going to take it back to this type of shit right here. Then you get it. The breeding gets done, bred back to some. 9 times out of 10, all those semen breedings, they're never out crosses. Have you noticed that? The frozen semen breedings are never out crosses. You know, who does this? Who does this? It's a new age. It's new shit going around. You know, you guys got fat while we starved. It's new shit going on, man. I'm tired of people sending me pedigrees, dog, talking about, what do you think of this? Bro, I think that's like 3 frozen semen breedings, dog. 3 dogs that are unchecked. They didn't squeeze through nothing. They didn't slip through no cracks. And we're not talking about illegal shit. We're not, them motherfuckers ain't been to a dog show. They ain't did a motherfucking thing but jump up there, get stuck, pull his leg over his nuts, and turn them motherfuckers back to back and take some pictures and try to sell some puppies, bro. If it's more to it, then let me know. You know. Right now, you go spend you 20,000, 20, 30,000, 40,000. You got some good, go get you a couple good bitches, put that frozen semen on that shit. When that bitch is a year old, 15 months old, throw some frozen semen on that shit. You'll be top 5. That's what's going on, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about making a bloodline. If I got a red boy dog, guess who I'm gonna breed it to? Guess. Guess. A fucking red boy dog. Unless I can't find nothing else. It's too much of this. There's too much of this going on, man. We back to these dogs. You know? He says Zebo all day for protection work. Hey, man, look. I ain't trying to shit on nobody. I just thought this article was good. I ain't gonna read the article, but you know, I can kind of let you know what I thought about it. Right? I think it's a lot of that going on. It changes the playing field, but you got to understand those guys at the top that's selling all the puppies, they lie to you. I heard one bum. I ain't gonna say his fucking name. You know it'll probably come out later on. You know, he was on the phone with a guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically right. You might as well say I was in the passenger seat. I was right there hearing the whole conversation. And all he got is frozen semen shit. That's all this guy got. He's a big dog. And he talking bad about me. So I was like, damn, I might be too nice. I think the art of this fuckery is to talk down on another man's stock. So this one hit close to home. I was like, wait a minute, you know, because that's what they do, man. They talk bad, and then what do you have? So now you talk shit about me. So now it's time for me to talk shit. What do you got? A lot of these dogs that's off this frozen semen didn't produce a motherfucking thing. Well, let's go there. Let's go there. A lot of these dogs that are collected off of yeah, we know you because you guys didn't know. You guys didn't know. You forgot. I know these fucking dogs. I know these dogs. It's like when we get Schoolboy on here. He don't know about a lot of the new age dogs. He knows about the old dogs. If you notice, I spend my time asking about those old dogs, old rugged craws. Who did this? Who took this? Where did this blood? How did this blood end up in these hands and that hands? Who was doing that? How was their relationship? I ask about old shit. Now, if you're talking about some new shit within the last 30 years, you know, I know a lot of dogs, and a lot of those dogs didn't produce a motherfucking thing, brother. They didn't. They couldn't produce their way out of a paper bag. Yeah, they're a good dog. Yes, good dog. I didn't see much of bad dogs getting collected. But I saw dogs with below mediocre production ability get frozen 20 years ago and then pop out and trying to show niggas. If that's the case, I could have took any one of them fucking Mayday dogs that was around, went and got them collected, popped out. There was one named Mouth Day. I could have bought him for $2,000 right off of Mayday. Mayday and Diana, if I'm not mistaken. You pop him out, they think you Damien and shit. That's Damien's half brother. They took a sister to Damien, a littermate sister to Damien, and took it back to Mayday. That's how that dog's bred. People would have been all over that, bro. But was that dog a good representation of the bloodline? Was he? Did he deserve, production-wise, performance-wise, did he deserve? Right? That's what we got to do. We got to ask ourselves these questions, We got to ask ourselves these questions. Hit that I got the number up there too. This is straight business. I don't do no illegal shit. Don't call me with no illegal shit. Don't text me no illegal shit. You get blocked. I'm here to promote this magazine and the people in the magazine, people that sponsored the magazine. Right? We got these live streams. This comes with the magazine. If you like the live streams, get the magazine, man. It helps out. It gives us more momentum. It makes us want to do more. It makes us want to dig into these topics a little bit more, right? We can dig. Sometimes I just choose not to. We can dig. You can call in. We can dig. We can have this conversation. How can you shit on a dog that stood the test of time and bring it all the way back to the front? It sounds like a good idea, but I can't say that I'm making better dogs. That would be a lie. That would be yet to be determined and a long shot. That's not a layup. You don't have frozen semen that's a layup. It's a long shot. Because every dog throws a dog that has a brother, sister that's not worthy. If you want to be the modern day peddler, if you don't want to breathe for nothing but the paperwork, if you're not looking at the quality, the bone structure, you're not competing with these dogs at all, frozen semen might be the way to go for you, bro. Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of people just want those names and the pedigree for nostalgia. They don't give a damn about the dogs that they're going to produce. They don't give a damn about somebody calling them back 2 or 3 years later, telling them, man, thank you, man. That's the best dog I ever had in my life. You know how many times I heard that? Man, that's the best dog I ever seen in my life. This is the best dog I ever had in my life. You know how many times I heard that? That's what you do it for. Not, this is the best bred dog I had in my life. He's off a mechanic, Bring the frozen semen back. Just bring it back. Take over the market. That's what's going on here. All the big dogs are doing that. It's not a coincidence. You know? Frozen semen can't save you. Just because you got frozen semen, you just can't go straight to the top that fast. It doesn't matter. There's still a process and respectability that you need to go along with that. We got to be able to respect that. We got to be able to respect that. Sexy Red. Hey. You know, and I'm a semen owner. I can't pull out a Michael Myers straw today and have 6 puppies and say that this is better than all his grandkids. These are kids. I can't do that. I can't do that. Even if you got Michael Myers in the 4th generation, I can't say that this direct son off of this frozen semen breeding. Because that shit might not click. And then we always say click, but it could click for the wrong reasons. What if that shit clicked some curs, a bunch of cold motherfuckers with bad attitude, shy? What if it clicks like that? See, we always say click in a good way. Oh, if it clicks, if that clicks, nah. What if you click and get some bullshit? Then what? Oh, I'm going to just keep it because people give me $3,000 a puppy. I'm going to keep that shit. I'm going to go breed it to Mafia. You know, all the Michael Myers bitches, shit, they almost gone already. Shit, I'm going to go wait till he's a year old. I'm going to go breed that to Mafia because people going to see that pedigree and think that it's superior. Because at the time, everybody else, Michael Myers shit might be in the 3rd, 4th generation. I can bring it back up to the 1st, 2nd generation. That don't make the dogs better. That don't make the dogs better. It makes you an idiot for thinking that. Rather, if you're doing illegal shit with the dogs or not, you're not. It ain't no replacement for checking them dogs out, man. We're not gonna do that. Now we can try to build the dogs and have them to a certain standard and different things. You know, we can do that, but there ain't no substitute for that, man. For hard work, bro. I just can't go sit up in a sperm bank for 20 years and outdo all the work that's been put in the time that I've been sitting my ass on the bench. Like we said, the dogs evolve. They evolve, they get better over time. So if that's theoretically, if that's true, then, I mean, if you're going to use that theory, that means you bringing that shit back. It might not even be fast enough to fuck with this shit that's going on right now. That went through evolution. Cultivated. Epigenetics. Conditions, climate, global warming. Sometimes you got to ask yourself, are you being duped? I'm not saying the blood's not good blood. I'm not saying you can't use that shit for a little outcross to kind of throw a little bit of hot sauce on your shit or throw some, you know. I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm saying you can't run around act like your shit don't stink. Like that dog, just because it's all frozen semen, can't never throw a dog that can sabotage your whole fucking yard. You put that bullshit in your yard. A lot of y'all gonna be mad because you got this shit. You got blood. You're banking on that. Every conversation that you have with a motherfucker, oh yeah, this is off of frozen semen. This is so what? So fucking what? This 2025. So fucking what? What have you done for me lately? What the fuck has that dog done for you lately? Hit the like button. It's free. Double tap the screen if you're on a cellular device. We getting it in. It's the Wake and Bake Show. This is number 7. I told you we was just at number 1. Now we on number 7. Year ain't even started. Magazine moving. Salute everybody that been supporting. Everybody that did reviews. You feel me? I know it's a bunch of fake love out here still in this bitter ass community. It's a bunch of motherfuckers with thongs on in this community. I won't cease to point your ass out. You know, these dogs ain't for everybody. They're not for the weak. Northwestern PA in the building. Salute. Salute. Sexy Red. DGK Bulldog Enterprise in the building. Salute. Oh, man, I see you, brother. Itchy. Let's get it going. He said a majority of these dogs got parents or grandparents all frozen that they pedaling down off. That's my point, Itchy. That's that. See, now you see it. Why is that? Because the top 5 kennels, top 10, top 5, they all running fucking pedigree scams. I ain't gonna say it like that because I don't want to start no shit. I don't want to start no shit, right? But they predominantly pushing frozen semen. That's pushing, you're pushing paperwork. Now, you can say that you're doing that because everything else in the world is crap and this is the only way to save the game, you know, is bring back some of the old dogs with some of the old morals and standards and shit. But my thing is, a lot of those dogs, and we can go down a list of them. You can put the dog's name in the chat right now, and I'll tell you if he produced or not. Or I'll say if from a scale of 1 to 10, do I think he was a good producer or not? You know, and I'll let you know. And he probably was a shitty producer. We can go look at his pedigree right now. We can go look at that shit right now. That shit probably didn't produce. You'll probably be better off going to get some shit that stood the test of time. It might be pushed back. It might not have all the bells and whistles and shit up in the pedigrees, and because that's all people look for. That's all they looking for. You feel me? You know? But I ain't gonna shit on nobody's parade. I thought that article will spark some shit, you know? Hey, it ain't about frozen, man. It ain't about frozen all the damn time. He said he heard Turtle Buster had mouth. I did too, man. I seen a bunch of Fargo dogs. You know, they were nice dogs back in the day. You know, I can't really say nothing bad about the blood. You know, if it's intact, you got good blood animals, You know, you're getting, you know, they all got good organs, strong lungs, and, you know, different things like that. A lot of times, you know, all you need is just a little extra something to just cross your blood up with, man. That's going to create some damn good dogs. They're going to act real good. They're going to have, you know, these personalities that you're just going to love, right? You know, let me see. Oh, shit. Oh, man, we got cash apps early. Hold up. Hey, man, salute Anthony with the $10 holla. I appreciate you, brother.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Hey, you can always get the mag. Just you can cash app 25 to Buck City Live. You can cash app 25 to Buck City Live. It works just as good. Let me see. Let me get that up there. Got that at the top for you. You can always cash app it. Yes, sir. Yep. Concrete Vic. Hey, appreciate the support, brother. Appreciate the support. Hey, Kramer said that mag second to none, man. Nice. I'm impressed. That's what I like, man, because it's just gonna get better. It's just gonna get better. Just trying to find my groove, you know, get the support. You gotta have the support. You know, you don't want to do some shit that, you know, the community don't support. You know, if they don't want it, the community don't want it. Like, you know, what are we doing? Right? This shit's for y'all, you know, in a major way. Hey, keep scratching. Keep scratching. Appreciate you, Paul Harris. Always give me support, you know? So, you know, so don't be feeling discouraged. And these guys got these high ass prices for these puppies, and they worth it. They worth, bro. They worth it, man. They worth it. But when it comes to the big scheme of this shit, it doesn't make you superior, bro. The man with the most money is not superior in this game, right? This game, we got all walks of life, all walks of life, all different tax brackets. We don't see that. We don't look at that. It's about the animals. That's what's important about this. This ain't the bully world, right? The bully world, a lot of times, it's the guy with the most money. He's stunting. He's doing, you know, he's the guy. He goes to all the shows. He's got all the backdrops and, you know, all this crazy shit. You know, he's the guy. In this game, the guy who puts in the most work, pays close attention to detail, loves what he's doing. He's tuned in with his dogs. He knows his dogs. He don't just have them just to be having them. A lot of dudes just got money and just have dogs. None of that matters. None of those pedigrees and shit matter to that guy that been sticking to his blood for 10 years, 20 years. He knows exactly what he got. He got an up-and-coming class every year of good dogs that are ready to compete every year. You can't dismiss him. He said, Mr. Beantown skinny. Let me see, 860310. 86 0310. I like it. I like it. I like it, man. Let me see if I can get it up here. I like it, man. Yeah, you got the Mr. Macho Buck at the top. Even though this was a frozen semen breeding, my partner had these straws that created Mr. Macho Buck. Facts. I could have bought those straws. I didn't. That was a dumb move. I should have. It definitely catapulted careers and shit. I actually, it's been said that Mr. Macho Buck was a really, really good producer. You know, he was a really good producer. You know, produce a bunch of good dogs. They bred them to some good pockets of dogs that, as a matter of fact, see this shit right here, this was my partner's shit. He had this Lady Charge shit. He had a bitch named Lady. Let me show you. There was a bitch named Lady off of Lady Charge. West Coast Bad Boys had a bitch named Lady. There she go right there at the top. There she go at the top. So these dogs in particular, for sure, there was a bitch named Talon. They named another bitch named Talon off of this. That bred to Mr. Macho Buck. They made some good dogs. See, there go the Talon bitch right here, aka Screwface. See, I know this shit. I know Chopper. You know, we knew all of this shit. Chopper. My partner had 2 litter mates to Chopper. I bred one of them to my Miss Jade bitch. You know, so you never know what Buck City knows. You know, I know a lot of shit. There go to Mr. Macho Buck breeding right there. Ain't got shit to do with the other breeding, but it's the same type of dogs. They kept doing that same type of cross. You feel me? So you got the same Lady Charge shit, you know, slightly different than what the other dog was. These dogs were the motherfucking truth, bro. And this shit right here, this lady bitch, you know, this bitch was the truth. I seen Chopper was the motherfucking truth. My partner owned Talon. No, my partner sold it to one of my other partners. You know, I ain't gonna say no names. It ain't no need for no names. We already know. We already know. But nah, I like that dog. I like that shit, man. I like that shit, man. That Lady Charge shit. That shit is the truth. Telling you. Telling you, man. This shit right here is the truth. It's the truth. You know, I know. I know. You got your Boyle shit with that Bolio, that La Bamba, Kincaid's, Rolo, all those dogs. Keeping that heavy Bolio in there. You see how it's bred, heavy Bolio. Got all that Virgil shit up in there. Man, you can't fuck with it, man. This is some good shit, man. Good shit. Good shit. He said, say it louder, some don't listen. Now, look it, bro. I ain't trying to scold nobody. I ain't trying to get up in here and, you know, make shame people and have the big kennels mad at me and shit. I'm just stating what the obvious is. Even me as a kennel, as a frozen semen owner, I own frozen semen over 5 dogs, right? I can't breed. I can't just bring that shit back and just act like it's better than the shit that went 3 or 4 or 6 or 7 generations and stood the test of time, dog. I can't do that. Now they might be better. You do that breed, ooh, them motherfuckers, they probably came out good. You probably created the best shit you ever made off of that frozen semen breeding. But is that the possibility? Is that the probability? What's the probability of that? Now, if you do 5 frozen semen breedings, let's say historically, and you checked them all out, checked every dog, this and that, see how he's producing. Oh, nah, he's not producing what I like. Maybe you bred him 3 times. He's one of the ones that you checked. You bred him 3 times, you know, because you're trying to find the dog that is the producer, in my eye, before you collect them, unless you're collecting them for personal reasons. And sometimes somebody's personal reason isn't good enough to change the evolution of the test of time, right? Just because I like Fufu, it doesn't mean that Fufu was a great producer. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Don't get mad at me, man. You want to order the mag? Hit me up. Text me. Text me, brother. Text me right here. I'll send you the info. I'll send the info. Let me check. Hold up. Oh, okay. That was Hunt down earlier. Salute, brother. Appreciate you. Let me see. Concrete Vic with the super chat. With the not the super chat. It's a little bigger than the super chat. This is a magazine purchase. Appreciate the support, brother.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm trying to win. Ain't trying to lose. I'm trying to win. Ain't trying to lose.
Yes, sir. Let's get it in, man. Let's get it in. Appreciate the support. Chisholm 98. Salute. The Deadlift dogs got fucked up. I think it was a lack of education. Matter of fact, I know it was. It was a lack of education. Everybody thought that those dogs, you know, just because it's off a champion. See, people get this shit fucked up a lot. Back in the day, some of those old guys, I talk to them. They even tell me, man. They tell me, man, they like, man, you guys are way more into it. You guys got way more knowledge about the pedigrees and line breeding and a lot of this shit. A lot of these old timers didn't know. You know, a lot of these old timers had dogs. They don't really be on the pedigrees like that. Hold on, let me get this info out here. For this magazine purchase, man. Appreciate the love and support. Appreciate the love and support. We getting it in. We getting it in. Christmas time. Christmas time, man. Look. We got to get it in, y'all. Appreciate you, Paris. Now, you've been rocking for a while, man. I remember you even on before I had to take my hiatus. I remember the support, man. Appreciate it. You know, everybody gonna come back around. We're gonna get up here, do some shit. You know, we're gonna get it back going, open it up. It got a little wild the other day. So I didn't, I ain't gonna open it up today, but we're gonna get some panel action, get some talks going, get it going, have these good debates on this channel. The QR code's at the rear of it's on the back of the magazine when you do get it, so they'll easily be able to order it. Got to do, a little housekeeping. Let's get back to the dog. Like Native Gold said yesterday, let's get back to the dog. We back to the dogs, Native Gold. Deadlift dogs. See, there been rumors about Deadlift actually being Barracuda and Luke Kane's father. Right. John from Powerhouse sent, because Mayday was missing. There was a lot of times, on these breedings where Mayday was actually missing, right? So he used Victor Akart. He used Deadlift, I want to say, for a year or two. And did some breedings, had some dogs and shit, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are saying that Barracuda and Luke Kane are actually off of Deadlift too. So they do have the Deadlift trait, because Deadlift is Barracuda and Luke Kane, both of them's grandfather. So, okay. Appreciate you, Joe, with the magazine purchase.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I made a move. I'm trying to win, ain't trying to lose. I'm trying to win, ain't trying to lose.
Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate that support. Get that mag, man. I've been hearing. I don't want to toot my horn or nothing, because it's plenty more work. We could go 10 times harder, and we are going to go 10 times harder. It's going to be way more shit. It's going to be shit everywhere. The next one's going to be silly. But, the support is real, man. We appreciate it. Everybody kind of filtering in, grabbing it, checking it out. I hear it's pretty good, though. I hear it's pretty good. Those same reviews could have been negative reviews. You got to understand, when you put something out there like that, it takes a lot of balls, because you're going to get a lot of critics, a lot of people that don't like you, a lot of stuff. So, to say the least, it's been getting good reviews. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I think that's huge. Okay, let's get back to Deadlift. You're gonna get some of the same kind of traits as you would get with a Barracuda dog. I don't know how true that rumor is. Deadlift dogs, they were known for their gameness. They were, way back in the day, the Deadlift dogs, they're known for being extremely deep game animals, that just keep on coming. When John got him back, before John died or shut down Powerhouse Kennels or whatever, I can't remember what happened first. If I think he maybe shut it down, and then he passed away. He was doing a lot of heavy inbreeding, the Hornet bitch back to, Deadlift. And, we were able to get a bunch of those dogs, but the education, it just wasn't there. Those dogs were brood dogs. And I think back in the day, you think just because it's off a champion, it's supposed to be this, supposed to be that. Like the misconception and the education about the dogs was, there was good education there too, but to get it it was hard, bro. It was hard to get somebody that wasn't a bonehead. Appreciate you, Joe. Appreciate you, Joe. I'm gonna get that right out there. It's the holidays, so let this shit boil over a little bit, and then who knows? The 26th, I'm pretty sure everything's back opened up. I'm gonna get to that post office, drop off another stack of envelopes. Appreciate the support. You know, we just didn't have the education, man, to keep that bloodline around, man. I think people were trying to do too much with them and thinking they were supposed to be this and supposed to be that. And really, they needed to be crossed up with Jeep dogs, with Bolio dogs, with, even Mayday dogs, cross back up to some Mayday dogs, make some good dogs. The way they were bred, I mean, I can show you some pedigrees. Like those were clones of goddamn Deadlift, bro. We talking about genetics. We're talking about doing all of this. We try to preserve a dog that's 3 or 4 generations back. Try some of these daughters and shit and sons that I seen off of Deadlift. Yeah, they didn't have the ability and everything like Deadlift, but the DNA that was captured with these dogs, they definitely could have probably produced some damn good fucking dogs. I'm gonna go ahead and say that better than a lot of this shit as far as production, because that blood was tight and it carried that trait. Those game dogs, there were some game dogs. They were game dogs. They weren't special like that, but one thing they were game dogs. And when a dog throws you a trait that is undeniable and it just throws it all the time, sometimes you just got to take that for what it is. You cross that up to some other shit that might do a little different. Or when you cross it up, you're going to bring out shit that's already in it that you just can't unlock because it's too tight, Goes back to yesterday. We talked about when is it too tight? When is it too tight? When is a bloodline too tight? When is it, a brood dog? When do you consider it a brood dog? What are some of the determining factors? Hit that subscribe button. Every time I'm telling you guys can't put a pedigree up here. I don't know something about the shit. Nah, some of them I don't know a damn thing about. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. This bitch right here, she was bred good. It's probably too small. Y'all can't see it no way. It's probably too small. Oh shit. I didn't even see that. Melee. Hold up. Yeah, melee. I'm gonna get that Mike T out there, that Team Mike joint. I got you.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Appreciate the support, brother. We got to get it in, man, every day, man. We got to get it in. Push that hard line. So look, man, we talked about the frozen semen. It ain't no shot against nothing, man. It's just, I don't want people to be discouraged because if you don't have that, or you don't have 5 racks or 10, 20 racks to drop on a puppy, bro, that doesn't mean that your dogs are any less valuable, bro. You know what I'm saying? Actually, there's a possibility that your shit might hold more value because it stood the test of time versus something that teleported all the way back to the top and is getting a pass because it's something from the past, right? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Merry Christmas, everybody. If you celebrate it, if you don't, some people just celebrate it just for the fact that it's family, right? It ain't about no gifts. You get a gift, be thankful. He said, I haven't called in since like March, but we talked about how important the females are. I like the Queen of Hearts stuff. Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up, Larry. We're gonna open it back up. I just asked that, people just come up with respect. I mean, we could do the arguing and back and forth, but just especially when we got some of the elders in here that I mean, shit, they if everything goes well, we'll be here longer than them. So we want to hear what they got to say when they're here, and they don't really come for the shit show. So when we do that, because this is a very entertaining channel and we get it in, and heated arguments need to be had, but when they just turn into dumb arguments, over nothing, it's we could do without that. But females are very important. Females are very important. When I first started my program, I had a predominantly male yard. That way, I would have older males. I probably had one old male, a couple good males that's of age. I have a bunch of young prospects, a couple puppies. I was a male guy. I didn't really want no females, but I had a bottom bitch named Jade. And I had a couple other bitches too. But Jade, for a long time, she was the only female on the yard. And just having that one bitch and all those males, I was able to get a breeding in. It was no repeats or nothing like that, But I was able to breed her 5 or 6 times. And I'm telling you, for like a whole decade, that bitch held me down for a whole fucking decade, bro. Those dogs, they were true. I knew what to expect out of every litter. It was real consistent about the traits that she threw. You got straight to the point with this bitch. She was solid though. She earned that spot to be there. It wasn't no okey doke shit. So if you got a good bitch, I think it's important. If you just got a bitch, I don't think it's important. But if she's your bottom bitch and her traits, that she's going to give you some good dogs every time, you need to hold on to her, because that's going to be the breeding that everything works out. All the puppies turn out good. You're looking at the litter like, oh, I haven't had a litter, all the puppies. You get you a good producing bitch and you take her to a good male that is producing, and you're gonna fuck around and get a whole damn litter of all good dogs. But I think you gotta know what that bitch is doing, man. Because a lot of times we got this male Even with the frozen shit. You know, these guys, they'll breed a bitch that never had puppies before. Bitch never had puppies before. So you don't know what this bitch is throwing. And then you go throw your frozen semen off it. Like, you know it's a money grab. You know it's a money grab, bro. Because there ain't no way I'm going to risk that over a bitch that I don't even know if she's throwing human biters. I don't know what type of dog she's throwing. Probably got dogs with no bone, dogs with weak limbs, bad attitude, don't want to work. You know, that's not something that you really want to put into the sauce. You know, or a young ass bitch that you don't know shit about. She might not even be able to take care of the puppies. So you got to think this shit out. You got to plan it out a little bit more. And when you're consuming, you got to pay attention to this shit, bro. You got to pay attention. Or you're just going to be swept up in there and you're just going to be getting some nostalgia. Everything, you know, oh, it's Red Boy, you know. A lot of that shit. It's a lot of that shit floating around. I see some good shit too. That T-Lac shit, that Cadillac too. You know, I see some of that. I like that blood. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about that blood right there, you know. But when you see what people are doing, and yeah, you got to keep the blood the way it is. But if you got a Red Boy bitch and you breed her 4 or 5 times to pure Red Boy dogs, it's not a coincidence what you're trying to do, bro. It's not a coincidence what you're trying to do, bro. That shit doesn't move to the front of the line just because it's fucking Red Boy, dog. You know, every parent, every dog made the cut for the next 4 generations just because it's a Red Boy dog. I'm keeping this shit. I'm breeding it to another Red Boy dog. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm breeding that shit. Whoever buy that, he gonna breed it to another Red Boy dog. 4 or 5 generations of you're not proven, but you made the cut. You automatically make the cut because of your pedigree. That's not bulldogging. It's not. Salute, but Merry Christmas to you and your family. Students for Life dog training. Salute, brother. Blessings to you and yours. You know, Game Dog History Channel. Salute, my brother. Merry Christmas. Like I said, I ain't gonna get into the politics about Christmas. I'm not gonna do that. Be cool. Merry Christmas. Last minute shopping trip. Hey, get up in there. Get up in there. Get up in there, man. It feels good. Get somebody something. Get somebody something, man. Even if it's a little kid, or go to, you know what I'm saying? Go to Ross, or go get you a couple gifts, or, you know, wrap that shit up. You know, some kid somewhere ain't got shit, bro. Do it for that. Just do it for that, man. Go spend $15, $20, man. You can go get 3 gifts out that motherfucker. $20, $25. You know, go wrap that shit up, give it to a kid, you know. That might change the trajectory of his whole life. You know? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm trying to bring some light, some positivity. See, they don't like that. They don't like that. They want us to be ignorant. They don't want us to be logical. They want us to believe that, you know, if I do a frozen semen breeding, it's better than the shit that don't have no frozen. Like, man, stop it. Stop that. We got to stop that. And then we got to act like, you know, these motherfuckers with frozen semen, like they produce like crap. There ain't many that produce good. They're just famous. You didn't produce good. There was plenty dogs around your area that should have been collected more than you, but they didn't. Nobody gave a fuck about that. no matter who you are. I'm not going to name no dogs. There's 20, 30 to choose from. So pick which ones you want to pick and make the shoe fit. Get the magazine, text me. Get the magazine, get a t-shirt. Support the movement. Yeah, man. Who gonna do some interviews, man? You guys hit me up. Let's get some interviews. I know some of you guys got them channels. You want to get that interview, you know? Hey, get 10 questions you want to ask. Send them over to me. Let's set up a time. Let's get it done. Let's get the interview done. There go my math right there. Or if you're trying to start a channel, you know, let's get that interview in. I'm trying to do some interviews, promoting this magazine on different platforms. I'm thinking big. You know, all I need is a handful that's thinking big like me, that's going to text me now and be like, okay, Buck, let's get that interview in. Ain't no clout involved with this, right? Some dudes just pop up for clout. Let's keep it a buck. We see them. We see them time and time again. If it's time for some clout, motherfuckers pop up. Now, this ain't about clout, though. This is about putting out good content that people are going to appreciate. So let's get it. You know, the usual suspects, you know, I got you. Let's run it up. Get that Swamper tee. Get that Swamper.
I swear you ain't felt the pain that I'm feeling when you leave loved ones behind cause they can't touch the ceiling. You'll never understand the type of shit I'm dealing, but I gotta cut some ties before I touch this million. I swear you ain't felt the pain that I'm feeling when you leave loved ones behind cause they can't touch the ceiling. You'll never understand the type of shit I'm dealing, but I gotta cut some ties before I touch this million. All that gang shit, I'm making sure my daughter's fed. Gotta lead by example, listen to what mama said. Nigga, I'm a different breed, I will give an arm and leg. Give my kids everything, no care if it costs an arm or leg. I'ma shoot until I'm the leading scorer like LeBron, nigga. I'ma keep going in until my family on, nigga. Even after that, I'm getting paper till it's gone, nigga. Cutting every tree down, if this ain't what you want, nigga, gotta stay away from me. Living off the bitch just ain't for me. But where your ass was at when I was drowning? Not a peep. I'm the type to cut you off and won't lose no sleep, cause the only sound I wanna hear is I swear you ain't felt the pain that I'm feeling when you leave loved ones behind cause they can't touch the ceiling. You'll never understand the type of shit I'm dealing, but I gotta cut some ties before I touch this million. I swear you ain't felt the pain that I'm feeling when you leave loved ones behind cause they can't touch the ceiling. You'll never understand the type of shit I'm dealing, but I gotta cut some ties before I touch this million. Don't understand, I was broke, eating chili out of can. Have you ever risked it all and still couldn't save a band? I was down bad, to the point I sold my stamps. Every door closed on me, didn't give me my chance. Tell me if you ever ate noodles for a year straight, when it's hard to save money and your bills late. And a pool full of liquor just to feel straight. When I was down on my ass, niggas still hate. even broke, I still had hope. Now if I disappear, I'm making sure my cash don't. Making sure my kids got something to stand on. Cause all the shit I've been through, I'm built to last long. For real. I swear you ain't felt the pain that I'm feeling when you leave loved ones behind cause they can't touch the ceiling. You'll never understand the type of shit I'm dealing. But I gotta cut some ties before I touch this million. I swear you ain't felt the pain that I'm feeling when you leave loved ones behind cause they can't touch the ceiling. You'll never understand the type of shit I'm dealing. But I gotta cut some ties before I touch this million.
Yes, 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 yes. Pyrex Taylor, what up? Vito Rashad, what up? DT Smith. Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all. J83, what up, brother? This song is called damn, brother. I don't be knowing. Growing Pains. Growing Pains. I'm gonna get all that shit. My brothers, they just be sending me shit, man. If I like it, I'm gonna play it. But we're gonna get a good platform so they can, you know, have it so y'all can tap in. Give you guys they got like Dat Piff and you know all of that. Bunch of joints on there. Hundreds of joints on there. They got a bunch of shit. Uh-oh, little man's up. He probably ain't fucking with me though. He got his siblings. Yes, sir. Hit me on that IG. Hit me on that IG. Sir. He said that music be hey, it gets you through it. It gets you through it. You know, there be some joints. I be liking them joints. That shit be it gets you through the day. Get you through the day quick. Yeah, we're gonna figure it out though. Bust back up here with another topic. You never know. You know, we get that topic and just get to going on one topic. You know, how we been rocking. We can get a good cook like that, man. I'm seeing the formula. It's working. The formula's working. So we're gonna keep pushing that hard line. But you guys be easy, man. Be easy. Enjoy that Christmas. You know, I'm gonna try to get up here. Try to get up here. If it ain't that early shot, you know, I'm gonna try to do mine and get it up here. Appreciate everybody that ordered that magazine. It was a lot of doubters, a lot of non-believers. You know, it ain't my words, but we kind of showed up. You know, we showed out. We showed them what's up. We shut the haters up. You know, and we're still focused on the bigger picture. We're not stopping there just because the haters is shutting up. then we just supposed to stop there? Nah. We're gonna push the hard line, keep these live streams going. And that morning shit, you know. Turn this shit into a network. Everything we doing is positive, uplifting the breed. You can't never do too much of that. You can't never support too much of that. One day a motherfucker would appreciate this shit. Oh, I know. I got a criminal background, so it's impossible for me to do something positive, right? Just asking. Happy holidays. I ain't gonna be saying all this New Year's and all this shit because we getting through this shit. We going live. Come on, man. We popping up. Well, you gotta subscribe. Who knows? We might go back up later. That's why I'm gonna get up off here now. Let's tap in, man. Hit me on the back street. Buck City. Keys to the city. We out. Peace, brothers.